What's up, everyone? Nether back with more Factorio for you. Episode 24 in the series. We are trying to get purple and yellow science right now. Last episode, what we did is we had a couple of things to do. We had to do the uranium thing, and we had to fix up the petroleum gas thing. I don't think it's quite fixed yet. I think we need to add a sink in with solid fuel, and if we sink the right things, everything will keep flowing. The problem is one of them's filling up, and it stops the whole process, even though the other materials, like I think right now heavy oil is needed for lubricant, but it can't get any more because one of the three products is all backed up, right? So there's a little work still to do there, but we did the electric furnace. It took a long time because I'm trying to change the way I record with bots. And I'm going to do probably what you're seeing right now in the background is I am going to probably do my builds off camera like this, at least the stub of the build, so I'm not sitting there thinking and I have to do all this editing. It doesn't work out. So today what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the piece of rail right here. I already did it, actually, and the video got too long before, so I'm going to slap that part in. I'm going to cut it down as much as I can so we can get to productivity module, blue chips, and low density structure. Let's try to get 4 builds done in this episode because I want to do purple and yellow science on the next episode, right? So maybe we can even get an additional thing next episode. We'll see. So let's get to it. So rail is going to be in this funky spot right here. Rail and concrete. Those are the two things I really am going to need coming up. Because after this science packs and stuff, I'm going to need concrete to make a lot of the space station, the space stuff. Firstly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this out and make a new block out of this. Because I don't want to have that problem where just because one guy's coming through here, everybody locks up and just sits there. The second thing we'll do is let's make this an inbound version 2 right here. We're going to need 3 items on this. And this should get us everything we need. Now, obviously, this is a little bit different. We'll change it in a second. Let's just paste it down and then kind of get rid of the parts we don't want. Again, this is going to be 1 inbound, 1 outbound. Very, very simple. Nothing really extra to do here. So we don't need a lot of this stuff. What we'll do is start setting the train up immediately because I want to start getting stuff pulled in here. Now, one of the things that we're going to need when you look at rail is we need sticks, and I'm not making sticks. I'm going to make them local. Okay, I'm not going to make sticks and put them on the network. So that means we're going to bring in iron plate. So we need stone, steel plate, and an iron plate. So we need to go to the depot for one of them, and we need to put these are going to have to again be bulk inserters right here. Maybe we just do this like that. Oh, those are upgrades. Oh, that's cool. Okay. So there's that. Let's connect to the power grid, I guess, over here. No, it's connected over there already. This is just not close enough, huh? Well, let's copy it over to here. There we go. There. Okay, that works. Let's give this guy some fuel before I forget. Cool. And we can start telling him to get stuff. So we're going to tell it, you're going to have a main station, and this is going to be, I don't know, rail, I guess. We can just call it rail. It's not going to do anything else. So just rail inbound. Just there's no 1 or anything, just literally rail inbound. Now, there we go for the inbound stuff that we're going to get. The first thing we're going to get is stone because it's going to the depot, right? And then we're going to get steel plate. And then we're going to get iron plate. There we go. Okay, very, very simple stuff. Nothing too complicated, nothing too crazy. Very nice. Okay, there we go. All right, so that means what we can say is, look, your station is this inbound station, right? It's just this guy inbound. You're going to wait 2 minutes, right? We always, no, 60 seconds because you have bulk inserters. And then we're going to start adding the interrupts. Obviously, refuel. Then we're going to get stone. Do we have one? We don't. Let's make one. Get stone. All right, so I almost sent it off. And it would fill the whole thing. So again, before we do that, let's set this thing up. Oops. Let's make sure we set this up correctly here. Full cars. We're just doing full cars from now on for this stuff. It really doesn't make sense to do less than full. Again, unless it's some super complex item that, you know, is, a very complicated thing to make, right? These are just regular stuff. This is super simple. And lock this car off. Good. And then I think I want full cans. No, we don't need full. Let's do 3. We usually do 3. Let's do that all the way down. Except for this guy. Remember, he's going to be locked off completely. Just in case. All right, there we go. Now we'll tell this guy, go take a rip, but I want you to go to fuel first. Go do your thing. All right, that's going to go get what we need. Perfect. Now there's going to be an outbound, which means we're not going to have much space to work with, but it doesn't matter. It's literally one thing, right? We're not doing a lot. We just need one product. So let's do this guy, but we're going to have to adjust him. It won't matter because, again, we're not using this exactly anyway. Let's line this up probably. Yeah, that's nice. Right there, right? Yeah, that lines up. Let's make this part the last car. We're doing a lot on the first car, and then when we go get it, we're gonna be like, well, we already filled our car up. The first car is used, so I can't get it out of the first one. And then we'd have to reset all our stuff. It would kind of suck. So why don't we use this last one right here? Which means we don't need any of these other guys. Let's just make them a couple of these. Why don't we rip these out? We don't need these. We can add them back if we need them, because they're not going to be used. There we go. That saves us a little bit of inserters and stuff too. I thought he's... Oh, I did. Okay, cool. All right, so that's the build-ish. All right, I got a new idea. This is going to be a really funky build. I'm kind of excited, but at the same time, I hate that I'm using up camera time for this. All right, what if we do something like this? Okay, hear me out, hear me out. And then we do... This can be the other stuff coming in. We can only do one right there. So we get two of them on this side, right? So maybe this guy's right here. Cool. And then we just do this. And then we have... So that gets us two of our items. Then we have one more item coming in right here. And then we got the out. So this guy literally would be probably this. Right? And here's our outbound. And inbound. Can I do it all with one? I probably need two. There we go. That's the whole thing. That could work. Well, actually, it's not the whole thing. You'd have to have this coming back behind here. Right? That's the iron. And then probably a fasten... Oh, no, it's fast... Oh, no, that's fine. So, yeah, it's just slow in. That's the build. But it'd have to be 20 long. All right, so it'd be super long, though. All right, let's just build it. Let me see how many of these I can fit in here. It's probably not that many, but it's fine. The light right there, I guess. Duplication of this would make it too wide. We don't have that much space. Because if I did it, it'd be more like this. So let's look how wide it would be if I did it like this. All right. That's way too wide. There's no way that'll work. See, it's too wide. I could do it right here. But then... Oh, I could do it right here. That's the build. We can take that out. We don't need it. This is kind of fun. This is a fun build. Let's go to there. This looks cooler. Okay, so these guys are going in the back right here. No, there's one there and one there. So how are we gonna do? We're gonna split one of them. So we'll split the inside one to here, right? And this guy up here will be split at the top. All right, it looks ready. Why don't we let it go and see if it'll actually do what we think it'll do before we do anything else? Which means let's put this in. We should get sticks. I mean, that's pretty basic. Yeah, we're getting sticks already. That's kind of easy. Then we'll do stone and steel. And that's really the rest of it. So we set that all up. Now we just have... Uh-oh. We don't have enough space for it to leave. Okay, it's redistributing this now. And you know what I should have done? I wonder if I copied this. Please? Yes, I did. Okay, cool. It's still set up appropriately, right? It's got 4. Now we just have to do an inbound, actually. I didn't think of that. Now, it's going to be a lot harder to get this next build in right there. That's plenty of space, though. We should be able to put one more build there for concrete when it's time. The network is huge, man. This base is getting really giant. I mean, look at how big it is now. It's crazy. And it's just getting bigger and bigger as I fill up more stuff. Again, I can't wait for cliff explosives because I want to rebuild this whole base. But it's really difficult with all the cliffs in the way to get what I want. So let's start slapping inbounds in here. We'll do inbound, the new types of inbound here. And then we will get our outbound set up. Actually, this should be pasted right over this guy. Let's get... Whoa, what? Do what? What now? Oh, I need to do that. Okay, let's do that. And also, I think these are supposed to be stack or bulk inserters, right? And actually, I'm still making those by hand. I will eventually one day get the bulk inserter set up, but for now, I'm not doing it. We're going to need one more of these, I think, because I'm going to do blue on here as well. Let's get another one of these guys, but first let's take this out. We're not going to need any of this yet. So let's get rid of that. Let's also get rid of this. We'll put it in later. So if we get this guy in like right there, again, these don't need a lot of space. So I'm going to go like that, I think. And then do we need a third one? Let's go look at our ingredients here are just red and green chips, right? For this guy, right? That's the productivity module. And then for blue chips, it's red and green chips again. So we'll probably just use the same inbound on that. I might do 2 car inbounds. No. Yeah, because the green, look, it's a lot per second. So I might just do 2 green, 2 red, and then we got to bring in some sulfuric acid. So yeah, I think 2 inbounds will be good. And then if we look at the space we have available, I mean, we're going to hit a cliff right there. And we have enough for probably 3 or 4 builds. Maybe we'd want one more inbound. Let's just put it in because this is one of those things that you don't want to have to do multiple times, or you don't want to have to extend it later. The whole point of the plant is to have all the inbound in the beginning, and all the outbound again in the beginning, and then work from there. And also, we aren't going to need this many dudes right here. So let's also cut this out. Let's see. Let's cut this. It's not necessary. No, let's literally just tell them no thanks. We're going to no thanks this other side too. Like that. I'm not sure if I'm going to no thanks this yet. Let's look at what our outbound stations are looking like. I know we had to edit it last time, so we're going to have to go in and re-edit again. I think what I need to do is cut these out and then resave it because these are getting in the way a lot. And I'll just paste them in when they become important. All right, let's go with outbound now. Okay, there we go. And outbound does need a little more space. I mean, outbound could be what, right there? That looks decent. Outbound is going to be a fairly simple process. Basically, I'm either going to bring in, there are 2 lines coming this way or 2 lines coming that way. So I think this is enough space. Let's do that. That's 1 outbound. 1 outbound is plenty because 1 outbound can actually do up to 8 products. And since these are not going to be used that often, I think blue was definitely be used a lot more than productivity modules. Productivity modules are only for science. The blue chips will be used a lot in space, I think. So we might have a double thing of blue, like we'll use up 1 either side, so it'll load faster, which means we're going to want at least 2 columns of blue. Okay, so this is electric 2, Boogaloo. It's going to be pretty cool. It's out this year. All right, so let's do green chip 2, correct? Right? And this is inbound 1. Nice. Okay, let's copy, paste. These are all inbounds. This is inbound 2. Right, there we go. And then we got inbound 3 over here. We don't know where they're going to be on these yet, so we will mark that all up later. And then we only have 1 outbound, so no big deal here. Just change this to outbound. All right, we got all the train stations set up. Let's start getting a train on this thing. Let's start getting this set up. Again, we said we wanted 2 cars of each. Really, we just need green. We could do this all on 1 car. Green is going to be a heavy use, right? Because if you look at this guy over here, let's go look at the blue build real quick. If you look at the blue build, it's 1.5 per second, which means we can only have 10 on 1 side, right? So if we have 10 on this side and 10 on this side, that's 20. That's the whole belt. So what I was going to do is do 2 belts, 2 full belts. So that means I can have like, I'm not going to do it, but I could copy this guy, right, and have 10, and then I could have 10 down here as well. So that would be, no, yeah, because that'd be 20 up here, 20 down there. So I need 2 solid belts, which is, again, is going to go better with 2 cars. So what we'll say is, what we're going to do with this guy is we're getting 2 green chip, right? Green chip, and then we're going to do red chip, and then we're going to do sulfuric acid, which should still also be on this page. Oh, it's over here on the liquids. Okay, that would make sense. So that's the build. That's the inbound build, right? So let's start getting that hooked up. We actually have, obviously, green chips. Let's tell it. Well, we're getting full carloads. I don't think it's super worthwhile to get less than a full carload on these, because the train ends up going back and forth too often. It's just not worth it. It's not that it spends a lot of coal. That's not that big of a deal. The real problem, and this is going to be interesting. I've never done it where there's a liquid car with the car with the solid stuff. So let's take this out. We don't need this. We'll have to do something else here. Also, we're going to want one of these liquid cars, right? Because he's going to go... Oh, can he do that? Yeah, he should be able to do that, because sulfuric acid is a 4-car deal. I think I might do that in the future for all of my raw material type stuff, is so I can get it on any of these cars. So what we could do here is add a pump. We don't have any pumps, so let's create a pump. And then let's say we're obviously going off, right? I did this before, actually, in a really cool way, where I put one of these dudes, right, a tank alongside this. I did it with the defensive train. So let's see if we can do the same thing here. It was really neat. Let's put this guy here. If we flip that guy, all we have to do is put one of these guys right there. Then you just lift and shift this whole thing right there. Super dope. Yeah, tight. I like it. So we've got our little 25,000 buffer here, and I think that's good. Let's look at what the buffer we'd want for these. Probably 2 rows. So 2 rows all the way down for that, and then this, I think we're just going to let it... Do we just let it to fill to 25,000, or do I want to put a thing to say 10,000? No, I think 25,000, because if you look at this, this is... Well, it's 4,000, right? It's half of a car, and it's times 6, so that's 12. That's 3 cars. This is 1 car, obviously. This is 50,000. This is 25,000. So this is actually half a car. In fact, it might not be a bad idea to double this, so that this guy isn't, having to wait a lot. So how I would do that is just like that. Then actually, yeah, that actually lines up perfectly, because then we can do some of this underground fun right here, where we do that, just like a regular belt would. So let's do that. Okay, I like this. We'll let it fill up with a whole car load. Okay, great. Let's tell this guy to get the hell out of here now. And the way we do that is we say, you got a home station, buddy. Your home station is to inbound this right here. And you're going to wait here. You're going to wait for 60 seconds. 60 seconds is all it should take to offload all this junk, okay? Then we're just going to add interrupts. We're going to add the refueler first. We always do that. Then we're going to add get green chips. I don't have one of those, so get green chips. Then we're going to add the green or the red chip interrupt. It's already pre-conditioned. But this... Oh, that's right. We might need more seconds, right? So we might need a minute 20. Because these are 200, stack of 200, right? Not 100. So we're going to do it like that. And we'll make sure these work, actually. Then we're going to add another interrupt, but this is also a new one for sulfuric acid, right? We're going to say, okay, cool, add that. And what you want is when your item count for sulfuric acid... Where's the sulfuric acid? I guess we could just search sulfuric acid. Nope. Sulfur? I don't understand. Oh, these are items. Oh, fluid count. Fluid count. Ah, here we go. Okay, so that's where it's different. It's not an item count, it's a fluid count. Let's say when the fluid count is less than 1K. Because remember, it's 50K, right? So less than 1K, you need to go to chem and get H2SO4 outbound. That's the chemical formula for this dude, obviously, right? Sulfuric acid. You're going to wait. Again, 60 seconds should fill the whole car. We'll check. Maybe it won't, right? So first, we're going to send this guy to refueler. So go ahead and do that. He's going to come back with all the stuff that we need. This is everything we need for this build. For both builds, actually. And then let's start piping in the stuff here. Okay, so this build only needs green and red. Exact same quantities. It's just going to come in green there, red there. Actually, green and red, I'm just going to merge the belts. Should be really simple. And I think these are so slow. Like, this is literally 4 of these machines per second. So let's set this build up first, and then we can kind of get everything going, actually. So let's move this. It would be kind of not really in the right position there. Let's put it... Yeah, we can put it here. Maybe we can start it a little bit lower just so we can have a little bit of space here. And then let's dupe it. Let's take this light out. We don't want that. Oops. Okay, no. Yeah, let's take that one out. All right, so for this, we want something like that. We also want to dupe this down here. Now I just line it up like that and then take this out. Okay, cool. All right, so that's that build. I don't need that many of those. Again, it's just for science. So that should be fine. The thing that'll be different here is these are going to run the opposite direction, right? They're going in, not out. All that we're doing, though, with this is we're just coming straight down. So I think we do it... No. Oh, yeah. Nope. There we go. Okay, cool. So that's all done. Why don't we... I'd rather do something like that. Well, that's fine. Okay. That guy's hooked up. Let's hook this guy up now. Like so. Why is this taking them so long? Is it because they're running out of materials? No. Do I not have enough bots? Let's go, guys. Build! Build me an army worthy of Mordor. Where are they going? Why are they going that way? Alright, so this is pretty much set up. Not exactly sure. Oh, okay. There's some stuff down here that's not built. See, another thing about construction bots, if they allocate a guy way across your base, you can sit here with 20 of those bots on you, you have the items on you, and the guy's just slowly coming from across your whole base. It drives me bananas. I wish, like, even mid-flight, they would be like, hey, there's a better option now. Let's tell that guy to stop, and we'll do something else. Okay, these are built. Now, this guy is coming back this direction, so what I like to do on these is I like to just merge it right here, or actually just pull it together right here to say, hey, actually, let's do it right here since it's already kind of not a problem, but it's already a thing here. There we go. Okay, so that's that build. Now let's get this thing pumping. So we don't care. We're just going to do it like this. If it's like an insane, huge problem, we'll change it later. All right, let's get red science in now, and this is be pretty much done. Now we're going to make this go back, right? Actually, we could just do it from there. What am I doing? So we'll just take a thing up here. Literally just straight up here, and boom. Okay, that's done. All right, you got red coming in up there for this guy. He's going to have both. It's going all the way down. Great, let's extend the rail. Okay, nice. Let's start working on the blue build. That guy will start building up, and the top one right there. Let's go set that. So we're going to say, you got nothing, which we'll do that for nothing. And then you're going to be doing productivity module 1. Then you're going to do nothing, 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 nothing. And then the last 2 things are going to be blue chips. Right? We're going to do double blue chips here. Just for gigs. There we go. Nice. Okay, that is what you're sending out. Yep, they're already working. It's amazing. It's awesome. All right, so for this guy, it's going to be slightly different. I'm also going to need a lot of pipe. Do we have like a pipe thing on here? Let's add fluids. Would be good. Okay, cool. There we go. All right, so for this, the way this works is we need a lot of green chips. I have dedicated lines. The outside lines are dedicated green chip lines. And then red chips, we don't need a lot. So I have one dedicated line for red chips. You can see it right here. And then the product comes out in this line right there, blue chips. And then these are easy. It's literally just pipe on the outside, right? Super simple. And then what we do with this, since we want it duplicated, is we just do this. Oh, that's 4. Can we do that? Okay, let's calculate. That one line can do 30. No. Yeah, 20 can do 20. So I think for this one, we definitely are going to want to copy it all the way down. Let's see what we can get out of this. There, that's 20. That's the whole thing. Now, before they get stupid, let's cut this. Because I don't know if I want it to be right there exactly. I would want this to be about there. One belt can do all of that. No, one belt can do 20. The other belt does the other 20. So this is the whole build. This is it. All right, let's bring over the red. I mean, we already have red going up. Why don't we just keep it going up? All right, I'm going to cut this off. We're not going to use this. We're going to use the one from up there. Okay, great. And then for this, we will go down. It's already going down. It's a good idea. So let's go out to here with it. Drag it over until we need to go up, which would be right here. Okay, so that's set up as well. Let's just hook this up. There. Okay, we have sulfuric acid coming in now. Nice. Now what we're going to need to do is do this. Okay, great. That's in. There. There we go. Red comes in right there. Green goes in all the way to there. Boom. Okay, we have everything we need. All we need to do now, and we'll just draw it down like we did these. There we go. We should have blue now. Now, it takes a lot. I think these are 20 green chips per, which means actually we're going to want... No, because they craft up really slowly. So let's see if we need fast inserters. We shouldn't need these. No, 18, 20. Nope, we're good. So there we go. We have blue chips now. These are not going to come out very quickly. This is going to be a really slow build. But again, we don't need a lot of these right now, okay? 0.07 times 40. We're only getting 2.8 chips of these per second. Again, I don't need giant, massive builds. I'm kind of stupid for building those before. They were fun, but grow up, dog! It's just you need to grow up, man, because it's not necessary. Yeah, there we go. And then I'll just do this. Like that. And then this guy can just go right here. Okay, so let's set these boxes up before I get in too far. This is a lot of blue chips. Let's do that, I guess. We don't need an extreme amount of these. Okay, cool. Now let's connect it and let it rip. They're all done. Are they waiting? Yeah, they probably are. There we go. Blue chips done. All right, let's mark these off the thing real quick here. So we got rail, we got productivity module, we got blue chips. We just need low density structure now, and we're done. So let's work on that. I just kind of wanted to watch this a little bit. Oh, it's not connected here. That would have been a fail. There we go. Now they're picking them up. Oh, there we go. 500 processing units per hour or blue chips. That's awesome. I love getting the achievements on camera. Again, I'm not using any mods at all because I want these achievements. There's so many quality of life mods I'd really like to have, but it's okay. We will just not use them. Let's get out of here and go do other things. Right? We got one more thing to do, and then we can get to science on the next episode. So let's go over to here, our other plant that I set up for this. This is going to be the space plant. So all the space stuff should be over here. I don't know if it'll all fit, but I think it will. We'll see. If not, we'll fix it when we get there. All right, so we're going to do the same thing. I need to get some inbounds and outbounds and stuff. Let's actually move this build. It's kind of in the way. All right, I don't think this is connected to our network, is it? No. So let's connect this to the network, maybe this route right here. There we go, 1,000 processing units per hour, nice, okay. Again, I'm going to connect this where appropriate here. There we go, we've almost connected it just right up with the bus here, so let's just do that. That's good enough. I don't really care if it's perfect right now. Eventually, this will all be filled in anyway, or probably a lot of it. I do want to do a build right here, and probably the solid build will be right here. So that'll kind of connect everything, and now we're going to get bots coming out to help build, which is great, and we should also get resupplies because this is kind of a big thing I just set down. Now let's also work on getting the outbound in here, and I'm wondering if we're going to want 2 outbounds with this. Probably we don't need... I thought I saved the other one. All right, let me go save that real quick because I did a couple other cool updates too. All right, I did redo this guy, so now he fits right, and he's got the updates that I did where I moved the the poles and everything. Let's put that guy right there. And then we got tons of stuff for these guys to do. So we might as well just wait till they build this all now. Also, off camera, I extended our power grid right here, but it looks like we're having issues keeping this guy up with coal. And even then, it's not enough power, and I kind of knew it would be. I think we might actually be headed to nuclear probably after we do finish up purple and yellow science. because we're having issues with power now. I'd rather not build more steam engines if I can help it, or steam turbines or whatever. Let's see if we can unstick this, though. Okay, there we go. It looks like the coal is getting down there. That's going to help a lot. Again, how much? Not enough, probably. It looks like we're good now, but we were having issues for a second there. All right, so let's look at the build we have here. We only have one build, and so it should be relatively easy to get this done. This build is copper, steel, and plastic, which, again, pretty simple. And it's 1 per second of copper, which means if we bring in 1 belt of copper, we can only do 30 of these machines, right? Which is probably plenty. We could do 2 stacks of 8 and be good, because we're not going to need tons of these things. And we can update it later if we do need a lot more of them. I'm going to leave copper on the one belt, steel and plastic on another, then it's going to dump into the center right there. So this is a pretty basic build. It's not that big of a deal. Let's put a light right there, though. And then we're going to do this 8 on both sides, so let's copy it again. Do I like that? Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not my favorite, but it's good. And then we're going to do it again, but I want it to be equidistant. I don't know if we can do that. I think that's right. We can always pull it up if it's not. So what I can do is do this, vert it, and it should go right over the top. It doesn't. So let's pick it up and move it up one more. Right there. Okay, cool. So that's what those builds are going to look like. Let's get some big poles up here to power these dudes. I've been kind of lazy with putting lights in. We should probably do that. And then we'll do it down here, and then we'll get this build moving. I'm going to have the build come out, and we'll put it in the third car here. That way we won't have any contention. At least I hope. There. Okay, the outbound is in. Now we just need the inbound. And we didn't set up the train, damn it. So let's set the train up so it'll go get us some stuff. I just didn't really know what to put in it, right? So we want 4 cars. There we go. Let's make some more so I don't have to do that later. All right, so what do we want? What do we want from this thing? We want, copper, plate, and plastic. That's easy. So let's do full cars of this stuff. Right, I don't have any plastic on me. So this should be interesting. Oh, man, I'm all out of cash. There we go, okay. Let's do this again. There we go, that guy set up. Steel, I have some steel on me. And I don't have any plastic, but I could probably grab some. So I found out that this is empty petroleum gas, but I thought the petroleum gas was full. So I need to check my logic, because this logic is wrong. And this will create us some plastic. You can see there's a little bit in here. I really just need 1 piece. So why don't I just do that? And then let's go fix this real quick, because it's broken. I thought I had set it to where this guy would crack down. See, he's not cracking down. It should be when this guy is less than 5 and this guy's more than 5 to go for it, right? But he's not doing that. Why? And there, I put an OR in there, but we don't want the OR. There we go. Now is it going? No. So X should be 1. X is 1. When X is 1, enable. Why isn't it going? Huh. It should pump. Oh, this is wrong, dude. Always check your builds. There we go. Okay, now it should fill up. We'll get more plastic. Will go down, and now the whole thing is unstoppered. Light is what was causing our issue last time. So now we're actually going to get also lubricant, which is good, right? And I really should put a thing on lubricant. I don't need that much lubricant for now. I could let it run. I guess it's fine. From 5 to 10 is lubricants space. So I guess that's okay. I mainly need this to flow. And it is flowing. That's good. So I unstoppered that. It's a good thing I found that bug. All right, now I can tell this guy, no, it's easy. No, I can't yet. Now I can do this, lock this guy to just plastic. And then I'll tell this guy, don't do anything, right? We don't want you to do anything. Same with these guys, do nothing. There we go. And then what do we want? We want full containers of this? No. We want a lot, but not full containers. Okay, so we'll tell, okay, what are you doing? What is this guy doing? Well, this guy is space, so I wonder, let's go to the space. Oh, wow, we have a lot of stuff over here. Rocket silo, it looks really funky. Why don't we do cargo pod? It looks cooler. Cargo pod inbound 1, right? Space inbound 1. Now let's copy it over. Great. This would be 2, and that's 3, right? 2. Then we got 3. I'm sure there's a way to variableize this or whatever, but that seems like a lot of work. It's not worth it. All right, so what we're going to do on this guy is you're going to get me copper plate first, then steel plate, right? Steel plate, then plastic. Just very, very simple stuff, and then an empty space here, right? That's what you're getting. So I'm over here waiting for this guy to be done. He's almost done, but we're using 200 megawatts right now. Now it's 270. We're way above now. And a lot of that's because we got these have 3 productivity modules in them, so I can get a lot more out of my crude oil. So that's kind of interesting, but it is what it is. And let's see, this guy will be back in a second, but we definitely need nukes soon. So I'm gonna start writing down the stuff that's a little bit behind that we need to do. But hopefully we can get a couple other things done as well. So again, I really want this science to be done. I'm so tired of working on science. All right, this dude's back. Everything's coming in. Let's go up here and watch this thing build now. And we will be done with this episode, and we'll be ready for purple and yellow science. Then we're going to do a couple of things. I'll probably wait for the science to kick off. I want to get Power Armor Mark II, get in the tank, start blowing stuff up, get some more nodes, maybe start thinking about getting some uranium patches and stuff, and think about our nuclear situation. What is going on here? Why is this not working? Shouldn't this go all the way through? Oh my god, it's not far. Oh, it's not enough. Alright, let's pull this down one then, just so they're all the same. There we go. Is it coming through now? Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. So there we go. We got those 2 guys coming through now. So I got tap 3rd iron deposit, go nuclear, right? And then we need to update base. We need to add stuff to Mart. I'm not sure exactly how we're going to do that. I'm going to have to figure that out. I might make little mini blocks so we can add some like the stack inserters or the bulk inserters and stuff, because I can't keep making them all the time. It's starting to become a pain. So this stuff is popping out now. Awesome. We're done with that. We can mark it off the list here. Here's our little list, and here's where I'm saving kind of what we're doing here. All right, so we're marking it off the list. Now we're ready to actually do this next time. But we can't do the science yet. We've taken too much time already. We'll have to do it on episode 25. But if you've made it this far, please consider subscribing. I do about 2 of these a week. And I'm going to do some new stuff in 2025. I haven't had a chance to talk to you guys about it yet. So I'll see you on the next one. Stay frosty.